The new Pandora range inspired by The Mandalorian has just arrived, complete with limited edition box, so if you want to see a full unboxing, stay tuned.
Hello there, welcome to the Kessel Runway show.
Hello there, today I have another unboxing. This one is from Pandora. So just recently Pandora announced a new mini limited edition collection inspired by The Mandalorian, and it came with an added bonus. So I was very excited. I am a big fan of Pandora and their Star Wars range, so I'm very excited to see what is in this box that has just arrived. I haven't opened it at all. The Pandora near me ships all of their boxes completely sealed, so with this kind of zipper pull opening, so I haven't opened it at all, so I'm very excited to get stuck in. As you can see, I haven't opened this at all. So we have here a neat card advertising The Mandalorian. We have a box and a little white box, and we have here some Pandora sort of paraphernalia talking about this is, you know, this is authentic and stuff like that. And of course we have this really pretty sort of Pandora packaging on the inside, which is fun if you are buying this as a special treat for yourself or as a gift for somebody. So that's how my local Pandora ships orders to me. So I'll pop that big box out of the way and get stuck in. So I'm always excited when companies kind of give you some sort of little insert, particularly for the license collection. I like to collect these sorts of things, postcards and that. And then on the back of this one, we can see the full Mandalorian collection displayed here. And obviously the jewelry, I'm very excited to see in person. It has a new finish, different to their standard sterling silver, and this awesome box. So I am very excited. So it says, follow your own direction with limited edition styles inspired by the Star Wars series The Mandalorian, available only from 11th to the 23rd November. Now I do believe that that time that they mentioned there is for this box that comes with a full bundle. So it was only sort of on the website it said the 21st, this says the 23rd, so they might have changed that, but still that's only like 12 days, that's not very long. So I'm super excited to have been able to grab this one as it came out. So this box says Star Wars limited edition box. I'm gonna get stuck straight in and check this out. Cool, okay. It has an awesome kind of soft finish to it and this neat sort of prismy sort of shape to it, and we have the Star Wars x Pandora logos sort of raised on the top there. How cool is that? I do like collecting up some of the Pandora storage boxes. A little while ago they did a promotion where if you spent X amount you got a free little pink storage box, and that was awesome timing because I was in the market for some of the new Pandora Star Wars pieces, like the Han and Leia one, and I picked up a few pieces. I got the Vader one from the first range that was still missing from my collection. So this is a really neat little sort of freebie. So it says remove insert before recycling, packaging made in China, and it has the Lucasfilm text just embossed there in the bottom. So this was a free box, you couldn't buy it on the website. When I added the bundle to my cart, it gave this a value of 45 New Zealand dollars. So I don't think you'll be able to purchase this on its own after the promotion, but they certainly sort of gave it a sort of a dollar value. So I assume it's going to have a hinge here at the front, and very cool. Okay, so we can see it has a sort of a black foam insert. In the pictures we can see the way that you sort of insert the jewelry into the box. So the bracelet goes across here and these two little bits hold the beads. So if you want to give this as a gift, you can put them in there. Obviously it ships not with them in here, because I guess it's just easier for Pandora to put everything in one of their standard boxes, because after the promotion ends they're going to have to take everything out of these boxes and put them in the standard boxes once the promotion ends. So my local Pandora, they've really been trying to sort of be more economical with their packaging. I used to get the full jewelry boxes that sort of had the pleather feel to it, like the sort of classic ring boxes, and now my most recent couple of orders have been with this sort of very slimline, very sort of modest cardboard boxes, which is fine. If you want the full sort of opening boxes to give as a gift, you can buy those for a little bit extra, but for most of us, we know that the jewelry is going to get worn pretty quickly, so we don't need a lot of the extra packaging. But I'm super excited to dive into this one. So we can see we have all 3 items in their little Ziploc bags, as they tend to come when you order online. So I'm very, very excited. So here again, if you want to, you can insert the jewelry into the little foam insert here, but you don't have to. You can just put it in here or just put it straight on if you want. So I'll just put that box aside. I tend to keep my Pandora packaging, even though I don't really store my jewelry in these, but it's just nice. And of course, just cutting down on the excess packaging by making cardboard. It's easier to recycle and less waste. So I'll just pop that over there. Okay, so now we have the 2 charms. We've got Baby Yoda, Grogu, the child, and a Mandalorian helmet. Now, they call this, I believe it's pronounced ruthenium. I can't remember because it doesn't actually say here. But it is a darker sort of more, traditionally we would call this sort of a gunmetal finish. I certainly use that term when I refer to some of my other Star Wars jewelry. So it's sort of like a darker silver. I'm just going to keep that box there. That is so cool. I really, really like this. It doesn't have a specific Star Warsy shape like maybe Beskar or something like that, but just something about it just sort of really matches with this collection. I think that that's quite fun. So I'm going to open up the bracelet here. I chose the medium size. Pandora bracelets, particularly the leather ones, come in 3 sizes. So this one, I'll just pop it on a tray so you guys can see it a little clearer, has a specific Star Wars clasp. Hopefully you can see it in the light. That's darker than their sort of standard sterling silver finish. This is a black leather wrap bracelet. It's intended to wrap around your wrist twice. So these bracelets, you can fit a certain number of beads on them. You don't need to just put the 2 on them, though they do sort of recommend that you limit it to about 7 or 8 beads, otherwise the weight can stretch out the leather. It's a different consideration as to the metal ones. I know that in the Pandora Star Wars collection there is a single metal bracelet with a Star Wars clasp. So if you want to wear a full bracelet full of beads, that one will be the one for you. This one is sort of designed to hold a smaller number of beads, and obviously with this specific collection it's kind of just designed to be the clan of 2, as it were. So I really like the finish on this. I do actually own a Pandora double leather wrap bracelet. My very first Pandora bracelet was the purple leather one, so I'm quite a fan of this style. I like the way that it looks on the wrist, and it gives the bead sort of movement around your wrist, because they can go around sort of twice. So because I'm the sort of person that tends to fiddle with my bracelets, I like sort of, you know, swinging the charms around and stuff like that. But the clasp is shaped in the Star Wars logo, and I really like this darker finish. I think it matches with the Mandalorian really well. So I'll just pop that here, and then we'll have a look at the beads themselves. I'm going to go straight into the Mandalorian because he is the new bead. Technically, the Grogu and necklace are the bracelet is a sort of just a variant in color. So this bead's going to want to roll around, but we'll try and get some good shots of him here because Pandora is so tiny. So you can kind of see there, it is a classic Mandalorian helmet with sort of black enameling on the front. and a hole through the side, so that these aren't hanging beads, these are sort of threaded beads. He's going to want to roll around, but he's sculpted on all three sides and his helmet is sort of hollow through the center. At the bottom, I'm just going to quickly look, we can see it says, oh, it actually says this is the way. I could see just small text. That's not going to be able to be shown on camera because it's right on the bottom, but that's a fun little detail. I thought it was just going to say like Lucasfilm or Pandora or something like that, but you can see his cute little helmet there. And I'm just going to have a look at the baby Yoda. I keep saying baby Yoda, the Grogu, the child bead. So now this one is the same sculpt as a previously released bead, but this one is in the new darker finish. So you can get him in a sterling silver, but this one is the sort of darker color. This is a limited edition color. This one won't be stocked beyond this sort of promotion. They haven't really said how limited they are, and I didn't want to take the risk and miss out, so I wanted to grab him quickly. I don't actually own the silver baby Yoda. There's such a great range of Pandora beads that I'm sort of slowly working my way through the collection, and I hadn't gotten to the baby Yoda beads yet because there are two of them. There is this sculpt, and one of the newer ones includes Grogu in his hover pram. So I was working my way through the original trilogy beads, Vader, Leia, all that good stuff. So I was kind of excited that this one came out in a dark finish that's special, limited edition, because I haven't bought the other one yet, so I wasn't exactly doubling up. So together, let's see if I can get this bead to just sort of balance next to him so we can kind of see them together. I'll put them on the bracelet in a minute, but I just wanted to kind of show the beads close up. I'm really liking this dark finish. It's very, very pretty. Something different to Pandora. I haven't really seen them play with this color much. So it has the text Pandora just over top of one of the thread holes and copyright LFL on the other one. So that's where that text is, but around the base of the helmet it says this is the way. So that's really quite fun. So I don't know about you, but this always sort of makes me a little bit nervous opening up the clasps for Pandora bracelets. They do open up neatly, but I know they make a little tool if you're somebody that doesn't want to wreck their nails or just sort of anxious about doing that motion. So I'm going to thread them on. And I've never had a problem with Pandora bracelets unlocking on me, but I know that you can get sort of safety clasps. So now that we have the charms there, we can have a look at them together on the bracelet, and isn't that amazing? I love the way that these two beads look together with that lovely new finish against the black. I think that this is really fun. You can just sort of make out the detail there. How awesome is that? I'll see if I can tip up the helmet. I'll see if the camera can. It's probably a little too small and a little too dark, but on the base of the helmet it says this is the way, and I love that little hidden detail. Obviously that's such a famous phrase from the show, and I just really like the way that the black finish works with this new darker color, and of course a Star Wars branded bracelet. I was really hoping when they announced Star Wars Pandora that they were going to do a couple of branded sort of pieces to put them all on rather than just adding them to your standard bracelets and that, but they are super cute together. And of course you can buy other beads from the Pandora range. They will be silver or gold if you get the 3PO or the limited edition Star Wars logo one. I'm especially loving the new range that includes a lot of enamel details. That Yoda with the enamel background is high on my wish list. That one is one that I'm definitely keen to add to this collection. And I was kind of curious that they didn't put this collection on a sort of a matching metal bracelet, that they went with the leather because they haven't done a leather bracelet, but it does kind of feel like it fits this collection quite well. Obviously the Mando wears you know, a lot of Beskar, a lot of metal armor, but there's something about the leather that kind of is a neat sort of complement to the metal finish of these beads. And I hope that they are showing up on camera as pretty as they are in person, because I'm super excited about these. And this collector's sort of limited edition box to go with it is just such a fun added bonus. Like, I'll probably take some photos of showing what they look like all stored in together in this box, but this is definitely sort of a fun, I mean, because who can't help having, you know, free Star Wars stuff when you're going to be buying bits and pieces like this anyway. Obviously, it is a little bit of a time crunch buying a full 3-piece collection with only such that short window, as the little insert says. You know, it's only got a number of days to qualify for this box. Afterwards, you will still get it. You will note on the website, certainly for me in New Zealand, the price of the bundle for the bracelet and the 2 charms is exactly the same price as if you bought the charms and the bracelets separately. So there isn't a financial incentive to buy the bundle, but certainly this box certainly makes that worthwhile. If you can't afford the whole bundle, you will be able to get these pieces separately, one at a time, as long as stocks last, because all 3 items are limited as opposed to the rest of the Star Wars content. It's almost kind of odd that they are making this Mando helmet a limited edition. I have a sneaking suspicion they might release this in a standard silver, because that would seem odd to only make a small amount of such a prominent character in the Star Wars universe. So they might release a standard version later, or some other sort of sculpting to represent Mando on your bracelet. But as I said, the gold Star Wars logo bead actually stuck around for quite some time, even though they said it was limited. So I wouldn't be surprised if these ones kind of stick around for a little bit longer than you might expect, but certainly the box won't. And as a Pandora collector, as a Star Wars jewelry lover, this is an awesome addition to my collection. I'm gonna have to take some close-up photos to really show all the detail, especially that tiny little text. I think that that's really quite fun. So I hope that that sort of shows you guys. Now I'm gonna do a follow-up video where I sort of show off my entire Pandora collection, because I'm really quite keen to see all of it all together, but today I just wanted to focus on first impressions of this awesome bundle set. I'm so happy to get that box. I know I'm really quite fond of companies that do limited edition collections and don't cut out the international fans. Pandora is an international company, and this set actually released in New Zealand technically a day before the US because of the way time zones work. So I was glad that this wasn't a US only promotion. It does seem to be quite wide in that respect, and they clearly had stock locally so I could get this awesome limited edition bundle. So thank you so much for watching. I'll have some more photos and close-up details on the website shortly, but this has been very, very exciting. I was holding out when that box arrived because I really wanted to open it completely on camera and get a first impression, and these are so, so very pretty. I really love that dark finish. It's definitely the right sort of vibe for this Mandalorian mini collection. So thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, check out our other videos, and subscribe for alerts about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.